Hi all, sorry I haven't posted anything sooner. Today is day 5 since my surgery. So on Monday, 5 days ago, I had a gastric sleeve operation. Where to begin? So the day of my operation, I weighed in at 123.5 kilos. As of today, I'm down to 121 kilos. That brings my total weight loss down to just under 13 kilos. So I'm pretty happy with that. I can definitely notice it in my face when I look in the mirror. Not so much other areas of my body as yet. I was noticing some across my abdomen, but I'm still quite swollen from the operation, so I look a bit bulgy at the moment, but I know that that will subside. Um, so Monday was my operation. I had to be at the hospital ridiculously early. I went in for surgery at about midday. The operation itself took just under 2 hours, from what I understand. I was then in recovery for about another 2.5 hours before I was taken to uh, my ward. I actually stayed in hospital for 3 nights and 4 days, which is a bit longer than one would expect to stay for a gastric sleeve. I'll get into the reasons for that. Um, in regards to pain, when I woke up, I can't remember being in much pain at all. Obviously, I was on painkillers at the time. Um, but in general, the pain was minimal. Um, I was rarely even taking paracetamol for pain. That was something that the nurses regularly gave me, although I wasn't actually requesting anything for pain whatsoever. When I was lying still, there was no pain at all. It was just when I moved around, things it was more of a bruising sensation. So it just felt like I was bruised or I'd had a really tough workout at the gym and my stomach was quite strained, but I wouldn't say it's painful at all, which I was very relieved about. Um, I suppose my only issue is that I wasn't expecting it to be so difficult in terms of ingesting afterwards. So 4 hours after I got back from recovery, I was instructed to start drinking. Obviously, I was just on clear fluids for the first couple of days. So it was just a glass of water that was handed to me. I was told to just have a small sip, just enough to wet my mouth. It felt absolutely horrible, if I'm being honest. It felt like there was something blocking my esophagus and it just was not going down. I only got 2 or 3 sips in that night, and it was really only enough to just wet my mouth and my lips. I'm not even sure much went down. But I was asleep for most of the night after being under anaesthetic. So I woke up the next day and had some apple juice and some water um, given to me, although I really wasn't able to drink anything that second day. Whenever I would try, it would get stuck and I would bring it back up, which obviously isn't ideal. Um, no one wants to be vomiting when you've got a newly sewn stomach. Obviously, it's going to put pressure on the stomach. So I was given a lot of medication to suppress me from vomiting, and unfortunately, nothing worked. Now, the vomiting itself wasn't nausea. Um, I was told that I'd be feeling a lot of nausea after the operation. I had no nausea. What the vomiting was, it was almost like reflux or heartburn. So it felt like I was trying to swallow and it was just getting stuck here. And obviously it was all just building up and up and up and I'd vomit. Like I said, I was given a lot of medication. However, for some reason, most of the medication was given to me in tablet form, which if I couldn't drink water, there was no way a tablet was going down. They all just came back up. Um, I found nights were worse. So on that second night, I was awake the entire night. I mean, all night, vomiting, and the pain that was in my chest and my throat was just awful. Um, that night, I was thinking, what have I done? Why have I done this? I was upset. I think I just wasn't expecting it to be that difficult. The following day, obviously, I saw my surgeon. He told me that it is not normal to have that feeling and to be vomiting. So don't get worried. The reason why I had it is because I had had a lap band previously. So when he went inside and did the sleeve, the area up the top had quite a lot of scar tissue and was quite damaged from where the band had been positioned. So he had to sew that up extra tight, which I suppose is a blessing in disguise because it means that my stomach is a lot tighter. But on the other hand, he did warn me that the first 3 to 5 days it will be very difficult, and it definitely was. Um, so on day 3, I finally started being able to drink. It was very small quantities, no more than 10 to 20 mil at a time. I think for day 3 in total, I got down about 400 mil for the day. The target is I had to drink 100 mil every hour before I could go home. So that's why I had to stay in hospital longer. It's funny, the man across the room from me, across the corridor from me in hospital, he also had the same operation as me, the exact same day. He was drinking 100 mil an hour the following day and got to go home. Whereas I guess I drew the short straw and had to stay in for a few more days after that. On day 4, I woke up and had a 110 ml glass of apple juice within 45 minutes. My doctor came in not long after that, and I held it up and said, "Oh my God, I just drank this in 45 minutes." I was so happy, and he said, "You can go home." I mean, hospital's not a nice place to be. Yes, it was a private hospital. I had a private room, my own ensuite, but you know, there's not much you can do in terms of entertaining yourself, and I was getting bored and upset there. I just wanted to be home in my own bed, so I got to come home on day 4. When I came home, luckily, I haven't actually vomited since I've been home. So I feel like I've passed that day 3 to 5 where I was told that it will be difficult between. I have slowly been increasing the volume of what I drink. I'm not so much counting the 100 ml an hour. I'm counting my daily intake. I'm actually keeping a diary of what I'm drinking. I have to drink a minimum of 1 litre a day, and obviously I have to try and get as many nutritional fluids in as possible. So things high in vitamins, like vegetable juice, fruit smoothies, homemade foods that are rich in protein and vegetables. Obviously I've had to puree them and water them down. I'm also slowly thickening them up to a thicker consistency. At the moment, I'm probably somewhere in between a milkshake and a thick shake when it comes to soups and smoothies. So, for example, I think I can let you know what I've had to eat today. So in the morning, I had 120 ml of vitamin juice. Then I made a 150 ml raspberry smoothie. Had about 250 ml of water, 125 ml of some more vitamin juice, 150 ml of tomato soup, another 250 ml of water. I had 50 ml of Up and Go, which is sort of like a breakfast drink. However, I wasn't able to drink it merely because it's chocolate flavour. I've had a bit of a problem with chocolate flavoured things. Initially, I thought it was milk, but given I had a fruit smoothie today, I was able to ingest milk and yogurt. Unfortunately, I think my body's just not tolerating chocolate flavoured things. I've also had 150 ml of pea and ham soup and some more water. So today, that's 1.4 litres or 1,400 millilitres I've had to the day today. As compared to yesterday, I was 1,250, and the day before I was 1,080. So I am slowly building up each day. The only other issues I've had, although once again I do seem a bit better today, is I've had quite a bit of dizziness. I'm not sure if that's possibly dehydration, if it's low blood pressure or low blood sugar. I did quite a bit of research on forums for gastric sleeve patients, and it seems that all 3 can be an issue. I went out and bought some icy poles that are actually hydrating from the chemist. They taste horrible, but they're full of electrolytes. So I've had one of them today. I'm not sure if that's what's helped, or maybe the fact that I'm just drinking more in general. I've also had minimal energy, but once again, that sort of picked up again today. I'm having my chewable multivitamins, so that could have possibly attributed to that. So I think that's really all to report at the moment. I'm seeing my surgeon again next Thursday, but I'll try and post something again before then with a bit of a weight update and also how I'm going in regards to my digestion of liquids and if I'm managing to increase the thickness. But until then, if you've got any questions or any comments, please just write them down below, and I will see you soon. Bye.